Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. This is Sabrina, and today I wanted to make a different video where I kind of tell you a little bit more about myself. It's going to be like a conversation where you get to know me a little bit more. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm originally from Italy, Vicenza to be precise. It's, if you're not familiar, I always say next to Venice because it's just an hour away. Most of my life I have been a ballet dancer, and I still am, just I don't dance as much as I used to when I was a professional ballet dancer. In fact, I started pretty late at 14 years old in my hometown in Italy, and then I started going during the summer to Académie de Danse Classique Princesse Grace in Monaco, Monte Carlo, and that's where I would basically do summer intensives, exams in Easter period, and like I did that for about 2 to 3 years, and then they officially asked me if I wanted to basically become a student full-time in Monte Carlo. So my parents, being such wise people, they advised me to finish high school. I just had 1 year left, and then move to Monte Carlo. So I did. I graduated. I also got my driver's license, and then finally at 18 I went to Monte Carlo. I was a student there for 4 years. It was very formative years, quite tasking as a young person to kind of navigate the dynamics of a very, strict ballet school. I was determined to become a dancer. That was my dream, and nothing would stop me, to the point that I would call myself like a ballet nun, or a bunhead, in the meaning that I just didn't allow myself to enjoy teenage life, really. I was always in the studio rehearsing, practicing, even on Sundays and Saturdays when everybody would go to the beach. I would just stay in the studio by myself and study and stuff like that. In hindsight, I think I could have chilled a lot more, and I could have still, probably got the results that I did. But that's who I was at the time, and ballet was taking over my whole life, basically. So I didn't really experience a lot of the fun stuff or Monte Carlo as a city, especially if you're a dance student, you're young, you don't have any money, you're not really like gonna go out with the elite at the Casino of Monte Carlo, I graduated, and then my first job I got was at English National Ballet. I was just an understudy, so like a cover if someone gets injured, and I was living it up. I really was. London was fun. I was out all weekends, also because I knew that I had the feeling that they weren't gonna like put me on stage anytime soon. So I just wanted to enjoy life, and London, I loved that time. After that job, I found a job in Koblenz. It's a small company. At the time, the director was a British guy, Anthony Taylor, and I auditioned for the company, and he saw something in me. I danced with them for 2 seasons, which are a little bit longer than 2 years. Made great connections, great friendships. I was struggling as a trans person to find my space. The typecasting of male roles was really difficult for me, and it was waiting on me. So I tried to I started looking around, and I found out that there was Ballet Trocadero de Monte Carlo, which is a company where you perform in makeup, in drag, and you perform the female roles, which were the ones that I was really interested in. So I auditioned for the tracks and I did get the job, and then I danced with them for about 8 years, solid 8 years going on 9. When 2019 came around, I was in Japan. I decided that was my last tour, so I, gave the resignations and I left. And then COVID happened shortly after, so COVID made me wonder about my future and my decisions, and I thought, you know what, there is only one person that you need to make happy, and that is yourself. So I stopped caring about pleasing other people and doing what's expected of me, and finally do what made me happy. So I transitioned in November 2019, and that was the best decision of my life. After COVID, I was teaching in a dance school in the Upper East Side. That was really, really nice and really, really tasking on me, because I had so many different classes, so many different ages of kids, from 4 years old to teenagers, and kind of navigating that role of being a ballet teacher was kind of difficult for me, because you have to be authoritarian, but also you have to relate to kids. I didn't want to be seen as a dictator kind of figure or anything like that, and it was very difficult. And I remember many afternoons like going back, literally having some cry spells in the outside of dance school, just like I cannot take it. I had a great time overall with my students. I made great memories, and however, I thought that I needed something a little bit less tasking on my body, and because the ballet teacher job is not just showing up to teach class and then you go home and that's it. You go home and then you have to think about a recital coming up, so you have to be choreographing the new routine, and it was just like a never-ending job. So I wanted to make a change and get something that was more stable as a job, like a schedule that I would knew in advance and it would be the same every time. And also, I always had my passion for makeup, so I was like, well, I can try a makeup artist in a retail setting. That would be the best job for me at the moment. So I did. I got a job at Ulta Beauty in Herald Square, and that's how it works at Ulta, is that you start off as a beauty advisor, so you're basically floating around the different aisles, helping people with whatever they need. It's like a big supermarket for makeup. And then I was promoted afterwards to Prestige, which means you're basically dealing with a little bit higher end brands, and that's your area of expertise if you want. And then shortly after, I applied for the Chanel counter job at Ulta, and I got the job, and that was really fun and amazing to be part of the Chanel team. After that experience, I applied for Charlotte Tilbury, which is a brand that I always wanted to work for. I was obsessed with Charlotte Tilbury. I'm so sorry guys, I got hot, so I had to take off a layer. But as I was saying, yeah, afterwards I went to Saks Fifth Avenue. I've been working there for 2 years. In Charlotte Tilbury, which is one of my favorite brands. I'm a very passionate makeup artist. I love what I do, and I feel like this could be such a longer conversation, so probably I will wrap this video up here. However, if you do have any questions for me, please comment below, let me know what they are, or reach out to me on Instagram. My Insta is Sabrina Pretty Real. I'm very active over there. I answer all the questions. So maybe we can do like a part 2 where I dive a little bit deeper into any of these subjects I touched today. Either it is ballet or being transgender or like working in retail or the makeup stuff. So please let me know, and I thank you so much for being here today. I wish you to have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!